got to a stage in the hallway where I really don't want to do the final layer of paint until these walls have been chiselled out for the conduit for the wall lights. So I've told Adrian it's happening. So I'm just lasering now because we're going to put, I've got the laser level straight with the lamp and I'm just marking out the line so that we can chisel out this wall and have the wires going across in the conduit above the picture rail so that you can't see. And get the spirit level. And this will be Adrian's first line, to follow. In the meantime, he's in the kitchen planning out the wiring.
Oh, morning.
Morning.
What am I doing? I'm doing my school research. I'm just making sure it's a two-way switching. Cal wants two switches, one either end. Well, one actually the doorway when you come in, one down here by the snug room. So I'm just making sure I've got this correctly wired. I always like to put it on paper first and then I can double check myself, but yeah, that's all good to go. So now it's the bit where we start bashing the walls.
That's your favourite bit.
I'm ready, my line's drawn. If you give me a hammer and a chisel, I can crack on. But I'm guessing you'll want to use your precipitating tool to go through all the wattle and daub.
Yes, not crack on, bash on.
Come on then.
Let's do it. Right, so the first thing we got to do, Carol's actually scored a line up the plaster. Hopefully that'll make it a lot easier when we put the multi-tool in, just to make sure we don't go wandering off away. And that'll be thick enough to put the conduit in. What I wanted to check was there's plenty of depth on the lather plaster, and I can see clearly there is plenty for us to run the conduit up and sneak behind this coving. So the concern was this coving here, I'm putting my finger on, is only plaster, it's not wooden. So I have to be so careful with that, but more than happy with that. But Carol, as always, loves doing this sort of thing. So I'm gonna leave her to put in me 4 slots. So we popped over to the big sailing manual again, but this is more of an antique one. But in the shop that's here,
we did buy the sconce for the dining room in here when it first opened.
Oh yes.
And now we found this chandelier, which is the same style as the salon.
Which I'll show you.
Baccarat?
Yeah, Baccarat. Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure about these drops here.
I still think the one we saw when we were out with the Motley crew from La Cell, that I just think it had more of a wow to it, didn't it? They're almost similar price, aren't they? But I'll try and come around a bit more so it might be a bit more obvious. There we go.
But maybe not wide enough.
Yeah, yeah. Food for thought, we'll think on. We have a fan full of insulation ready to go in. That whole van is full up. So that unfortunately has got to go to the top floor. Now this is 280 mil. Big problem obviously, we've got to carry all of that upstairs. So I guess crack on. Well, we're taking some of the rolls up there. My word. I remember doing this actually last year, but this is better insulation. This is even thicker, and it then makes our value in the chateau even better. So we've still got half a van as well as that to go up there. We just hold fire for a moment because otherwise you're just tripping over it while it's up on the top floor. You think I got the bum deal by lifting it up there for them with the other guy, but the worst deal's been up in the loft itself doing the job. I hated that last year, and actually I'd rather trek these to the other side of the village than go upstairs into the actual loft and put this stuff down. So I got the better deal. So we've done the 2 towers, and now we're going to do the main part in the middle, but it just gives you an idea how many. Wow, who needs to go to the gym, eh? As you can see, that is the ceilings. In fact, every single ceiling up here, the middle part and the other tower, completely full with the 280mm wool. So actually there, and that will make the, like I said, the R figure, which is what we're really aiming to do. It's good for the diagnostics of the building, so much lower. Right, that's the first room, shall I say, almost done. So we're putting the first of all, the strips that you see, I'll try and point, these here, these are just attached, literally screwed up into the original joists above, and just following the joists all the way along. That's also holding up any of that plasterboard, or lard and plaster, should I say. It would be such a mess if we sit here and pull all that down. I did check with a couple of other people, and that's exactly what they do. They just literally straight up to the joists. Then, as you can see, we're hanging underneath. Now, set that at 220mm. On the joist, it's never going to be dead level, but we can correct that. So the secondary rail, if you like, that's going to hold the plasterboard, again, I will point, if I can, these here, will be set there with my wonderful laser level. So above there we have, actually I'll be able to show you here, actually touch through the loft. That's the 280mm insulation, which will make a big difference. Now below we will also put more insulation. So the acquired we wanted to get to, or the diagnostics when I had this check to really get the insulation, get the place warm and not losing heat, was 500mm. So I've got 280 up there, and then these rolls here are 220mm. So that gives me my 500. Now this wool again is not just for the insulation, but, well, like you can see the symbol on there, is also for acoustic, for sound as well. So this will make these rooms on the top floor very snug, very warm. In fact, if anything, it's probably the ideal place in the winter would be actually up here. It'd be really having a smaller room, easier to heat, more efficient. So that will be dropped in up there. Then the plasterboard, not sure when that's coming. I'm sure a lot of people know August is a go slow over here. Getting supplies, etc., just very difficult. So I'm not quite sure when the plasterboard's coming at the moment. I'm hoping something like the last week in August. We'll say, I mean, there's still plenty of work to do here. The insulation won't go in till really put the plaster up. On places like here, I'll try and explain, but as you can see, we've got the hangers either side, and then we'll box back to the inner of the window. That will also, again, more insulation, the better as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, busy, busy, busy.
Back from another trip from England. That was a quick 2-day trip to drop off Bethany and some more furniture into the other house. Meanwhile, Adrian's going to be putting some more conduiting in for the cables for the lighting. I just want to get this last door in the hallway finished. I haven't started it yet, so that'll need sanding, the sealant put on the nail heads. There's quite a lot of filling to do here and some rejigging because the panels have come a long way away from the mouldings. As you can see here, there's some big gaps down there. That moulding's actually come away. So we get that scraped out and re-pinned on. Then I can get it primed, undercoated and ready for what will be the final coat in the hallway. Once Adrian's done his messy jobs, I can then start putting the last coat on absolutely everything and bring it all together.
Well, there's a mass of cables this morning as I'm slowly wiring up Cal's sconces. We're getting there, but not an easy task for my brain at the moment. It's in overdrive, but we're getting there because all four of these lights completely wired up, back to two-way switching, so there is cables everywhere. The hardest bit that's giving me the challenge at the moment is actually going through the two arches, so I lose it through there. Down to the switch will be just round the corner, the very bottom arch, as I may have mentioned, and the other one will be as you come through the door. Yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck on this tomorrow as well. Cal may have mentioned earlier, we just got back from the UK, and oh my god, the grass again is on steroids. So, so many things I need to do, and still need to get upstairs in the top floor with the insulation and plasterboard, etc. But again, I'm hoping, or I've been told, the plasterboard should be coming in this Monday. So hopefully some more progress there. So I got my mate Henry with me because I'm still chasing in these walls, and what a mess it makes with the lather and plaster. It's you just can't get around it. It just ends up everywhere. We're trying to cover as much as we can, and every time I'm chasing this, I've got one hand on the multi-tool and one hand on the hoover, but it's getting there. This is just for the switch, and it'll be the switch also for the salon as well as the hallway lights. We'll just lose all of that in there. Before I had it in a conduit, but it's so much nicer. We can channel it into the wall, which we're doing, and then you won't see any of that. Not particularly a clean job. Right, Saturday morning, up early because we want to get a lot done today. Gorgeous day today. I'm sure it is, even including in the UK as well. We think I have 29 today. So it's the day I need to cut the lawn, unless I can actually tuck up Dave and Matt to come over. That would be really handy. Cal finished the door, as you see, yesterday, primed. She's got some more stuff to do in there, but she's going to leave me to get on and get a lot done in here today. Just at the moment, I'm just going to finish putting the bonding straps in for the sconces, get the last of the channels put in, which I need to do this side here. So I need to bring one all the way down that wall there. I'll do that today, then I can get the switch in, and then we can start running the wiring back again into up the top, which I can then use the conduit, which I've Got here on the floor ready to go, 2 meter lengths, all with self-adhesive, makes my life a lot easier. Oh, paint roller in the hand, so another coat going on, I guess.
Undercoat, oil-based undercoat. I've gone around the edges and trim, and you can see that where I took the trim off, glued it back on and filled it there.
Oh yeah, because that was hanging off, wasn't it?
Doesn't
That was
look nice.
Well, it looks brand new as far as I'm
It
concerned.
does, that one and that one.
Okay.
It pays to take time to do things.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm taking a lot of time, so that means I'm doing a good job.
So now we get the undercoat on, and then it can get drying overnight while you're doing wiring, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll come right up. I need to get in there, and I was telling everyone I need to put a channel in there for the other switch, but I'll do that tomorrow because I guess because it's oil based, this is a no-go for 24 hours.
Yeah, until it stops shining.
Oh, okay. But that's fine, I've still got plenty to do, and as I was saying also, I need to get out in the garden. It's starting to overtake us again, so let's get back on top of a few things. But yeah, what a difference has made just putting some paint on the door. That was a grim door, that was. So.
And it's the last one, yes!
Is it really? Oh yes, it is, on my word. Oh, I'll have to come up with another project for you now. You fill in my cracks?
I'm filling the ones that I made, actually.
You didn't make that one.
Oh, you're fine.
I made that one.
Yes, I'm filling your cracks. So.
Let's have a look. Oh, well done. So that's the bonding.
I didn't know how low to the wires you wanted me to go.
Go as low as you like because I can always chip it out again, can't I?
Chip it out and probably break it all off.
I can get you to bash it out then. But yes, okay. Slight change of plan. I cut some of the lawn, but there's a breeze come up, so I'm going to go and windsurf. Well, I've come back down to the lake again. I thought I'd escape Saturday afternoon. I don't have much luck, but you can see it's a bit patchy, as they say in sailing terminology. But do you know what? It's a lovely day. Brought my race kit, so actually I'll just pan around. You can actually see, so I've if anyone windsurfs, they might understand this a bit more, but it's 11 square metre sail, so that's got a lot of power in it, even though again there's not a lot of wind. Well, let's see, we're going to have a bit of fun, and I'll see if I can record it, but I'm on my own.
As you can see, I've started putting the bonding into the tracks that we've made for the wires, covering up the conduit. After the bonding's dry, I'll give it a light sand and then go over it with some polyfiller.